best news, great news, fantastic news, just news in general. So last video, 2-5 reaction case 2-5, I stated that I got spoiled, that I knew who Sugar Stamp, I almost said Sugar Cube, who Sugar Cube's husband was. Apparently, what I was told was not true, so would you look at that, boys? We are in the happy zone. Speaking of happy, Speaking of happy, today, on what food did I bring to my recording session today, we have 2 chocolate cupcakes that came from Publix. Also, of the person that commented on the last video, the last Ace Attorney video, that debunked, like, the whole spoiling thing. Again, thank you. And also, if you're watching this one, sub. Hello there. I would give you a cupcake, but I like cupcakes, so screw you.
On Elements of Justice.
What's me eating the cupcake? Shut up, Rarity. February 14th, 3 p.m. Terrace Boutique. What's up with the music?
Come on, guys! We can't slow down now!
What's happening?
I really regret eating all of those cupcakes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot what was going on in the last episode. I don't know what's going on.
Get a hold of yourself, Apollo.
I completely
not even
forgot.
that far of a jog.
Punish a break, Athena. My legs can't run as fast as yours.
Y'all just suck at running.
We're here now. Guards, surround the perimeter. If you see some pony attempting to leave,
Whoa,
stop them and let us know.
Am I missing something?
Yes, princess.
Now, where's Rarity? She has to know what's happening.
I don't know.
Oh wait.
Twilight! Rarity!
No, somebody came. Who came? Did I just say that? Did I just say that? Did I really just say that? I meant to say somebody came to the boutique. That's an...
This is awful, dreadful.
Just shut up and eat your cupcake.
To think I could experience something so barbaric.
Ms. Rarity, please, you
How
need
you
to
doing,
calm
Sonata?
Calm down. How in Equestria can I be calm after? Wait a moment. Aren't you?
There's no time for introductions. What happened here?
Right.
Yeah, what is happening?
I was still worried about my dear sister. So worried, in fact, that I feared I may faint. I returned home in order to decompress. But after I'd unlocked the door to go inside, I saw that some pony had broken in.
Oh yeah.
This is possible thing.
There's the line. There's the
I
line.
happened to be nearby when I heard Rarity scream. When
Also, you guys eat your cupcakes like both frosting
she stayed here.
and cupcakes first, or just like frosting first?
What if the intruder had a weapon? You could have
I
gotten
ate frosting first.
Well, I couldn't just leave. If I did, they might have gotten away without any pony noticing. And while I appreciate your concern, Apollo, I'll have you know I've gotten into an
If you're the person who eats cupcake first and then frosting, what?
A bit of danger.
Besides, we're here now. Now, whoever is in that boutique will have to deal with all of us.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
Who
you
could
haven't
be
seen anybody
robbing?
leaving yet, have you?
No pony.
Were any of the doors or windows open?
Imagine like Sweetie Belle somehow escaped from prison, and then she came to Rarity's boutique, and then Rarity saw like Sweetie Belle come in, but she didn't know it was Sweetie Belle, and imagine that it was a burglar robbing the boutique. Imagine though.
Was unlocked before we got here? Maybe they managed to sneak out that way.
I always lock all my doors and windows whenever I leave home. When I got back here, they were still locked.
Maybe the intruder managed to unlock them with a spare key?
Did you put a key under the map?
You see, I have the only key to my residence.
Okay, there you go, there you go.
Lockpicking would be out of the question. since you would have noticed if any of the locks themselves have been tampered with.
Quite so.
But wait,
What
they
so?
couldn't have gotten inside through any of the openings. How did they break in?
It's Sweetie
I
Belle,
think the answer
obviously.
is quite obvious.
It is.
It's occurred
They-
to you as well, hasn't it, Mr. Wright?
Right. If all the doors
Oh, teleportation. Oh wait, no, I said that as a joke. But then I realized, no, wait, actually, no, that could actually be what happened.
and windows were locked, and Rarity has the only key, then the only way some pony could have entered the shop would be through magical means.
Yeah, like, just...
Specifically, teleportation.
God damn it, man. I meant to do a funny meme, and I...
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
But why? Why would some pony break into my shop?
It seems to me the only way we'll figure out why is to investigate the scene itself. Rarity, could you
Well,
show
Sweetie
us in?
Belle can't
Of course.
teleport,
If you
so...
all could follow me.
Unless that's how she escaped. Yo, wait, yo, I'm creating my own fan fiction in my head now. Imagine Sweetie Belle's just sitting in the prison. They don't have like a magical horn thing. You know, like the rings around the horn that like stop the magic. So Sweetie Belle's just sitting there in the jail cell, and then she's like, wait a minute. What if I could teleport? And she just learns how to teleport, and then she just escapes. But they didn't have the magical horn thing because nobody would have suspected that Sweetie knew how to do that, except she just learned how to do it out of nowhere, and then she escaped. Like, imagine though. Also, I finished the first cupcake. Oh, okay,
Must
no,
not
it
have
wasn't
had time
Sweetie
to
Belle.
clean up after themselves. Just look at this place.
It probably wasn't
Knocked
Sweetie
over
Belle
that
then.
pony mannequin. Poor thing.
Unless...
Maybe
no,
spare some sympathy for whoever just left. Look, that's definitely blood.
Well, what... Oh...
To think that blood would spill in my own home.
Oh...
But it's not a whole lot, it's just a few drops here and there.
You think it could be the perpetrators?
It seems very likely. Assuming only one pony was here while Rarity was away, it must be theirs.
But there's nothing
Interesting.
sharp in this room from what I can tell. So, how did they get injured?
God dang it. I'm trying to remember their name. Hold on a second. No, I can do this. I can do this. How did I forget their name? Oh my god, I actually forgot.
Aha! Look,
Huh? What, Sonata?
it's a bit hard to see, but if you look at the floor closely, there are patches of white fur scattered around.
Stop.
Whoa! I didn't even see that at all. They almost completely blend in with the
Stop.
floor.
Stop it right now.
Wait, I know where these patches of fur came from.
Stop it
They're
right
from-
now. Oh.
Bull?
Never mind. Continue.
Where's my kitty? If that ruffian did anything to my little kitty, I will... Oh, opalescence! Oh, thank goodness you're safe! Wait.
Oh.
Rarity, what's wrong?
She's a murderer.
Opal's claws!
I always knew she was a murderer.
What?
Opal killed my grandmother.
I think that explains it then. The drops of blood on the floor, the scattered fur, the knocked over mannequin, and the blood on Opal's claws.
See, it's all just jam.
Put these pieces together and we get a clear picture of what happened. There was definitely
Opal, I can't believe you got into the jelly jar again?
some sort of altercation that occurred here.
Oh, shucks.
The intruder must have teleported in, since that's the only way they could have entered. But when they did, they must have startled Rarity's cat. Opal would have attacked them, leading to the intruder knocking over the mannequin and getting scratched. That would explain those bloodstains on the ground and the blood on Opal's claws.
That seems
job,
to be the
Sonata.
most likely scenario, but of course, that doesn't explain why they would have teleported in.
They just felt
Maybe
like it.
they were trying to steal something?
Oh, I don't think so, Apollo. I scoured every inch of this floor, and I can say with utmost certainty that nothing is missing.
Really? Does that mean the intruder didn't even teleport in to steal from you?
Either that, or Opal scared them off before they could.
While we're here,
Imagine if it was Trixie.
Mr. Wright, is digging through trash some sort of new hobby you've picked up recently?
no,
Nah,
this
it's an
is
old
a
thing.
really relevant investigation technique.
Right.
Anyway,
What, you don't dig out of the
see what's
trash?
inside?
Yeah, a bunch of leaves, vines, branches. Not exactly the kind of stuff that you expect to see in a high-class boutique's trash can.
Most certainly not. That looks like the stuff you'd find in some dingy, horrid place.
Hey, don't talk about my home
Dingy
like
and
that.
horrid. Very apt words to describe a place I'm sure we're all familiar with.
The Everfree Forest.
Boss?
This has been bothering me for a while, but I think I now have a possible answer. Do you guys remember what happened the last time we were here?
With Sweetie Belle?
Excuse me, Sweetie Belle, was it?
No, it was Chuck.
Yeah?
I've been looking around and I couldn't help but notice that there is something a little unusual in your trash can. An assortment of leaves, vines, and branches. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing Rarity would have collected. Do you have any idea on what that's about?
Get out of my room, Dad.
You're saying Sweetie Belle did this then?
I don't want to make any rash judgments, but considering what these are, and if we allow ourselves to think Sweetie Belle put them in the trash at some point.
Then that further proves Sweetie Belle was in the forest that night.
Of course she was. She was obviously in the room.
True.
The room.
Scootaloo didn't mention anything about Sweetie Belle being there. And I don't remember Sweetie Belle ever leaving home.
Well, we were all at Pinky's party that night, so there's no way of knowing what she did until you got back. Which, if I recall, was very late.
Not to mention that she was refusing to cooperate with us when we questioned her. And the cherry on top is the blood found at the statue. It was hers, so that's at least proof she was in the area.
Why are cupcakes so
In that
messy?
case, we need to get her to talk.
Cupcakes,
She
anybody?
must know something.
The only way we'll get that to happen is if we gather enough information and evidence to use against her. By then, she would have to tell us what she knows.
It's settled then. Once we feel like we found enough evidence to prove what Sweetie Belle did in the forest, as well as why, we'll speak with her.
Speaking of the Everfree Forest, I just thought of something.
What is it?
What'd you think of?
Hey, Apple Bloom?
Yeah.
Yes, Athena?
I've been thinking. Twilight said yesterday that you may know more about the Timberwolves. They seem to be a
Oh, I
big
know a lot
part of
about
this
Timberwolves.
case, so I'd like more information on them. Are they normally aggressive towards ponies?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I tried to give one of them my
Well,
spleen
normally
and
they
it gave me a
keep
broken
themselves
leg.
in the Everfree Forest. Any pony who wanders too far in risks getting attacked by them. Like when my Granny Smith was just a filly, she had to deal with them a whole bunch. But she told me there's a specific way to scare them off.
A specific
Chicken
way?
dance. Chicken dance.
Timberwolves don't like certain noises. It messes with their heads and makes them all jumpy and scared. If you make
Clang. Clang. Clang, anybody?
that
Clang.
noise, you're guaranteed to make them scared.
A certain noise? Like what?
That's why there was a
Greta
clang
said
during the
something about
night.
using pots and pans, so I reckon the best
I'm so
noise
smart.
to make is a loud
So smart.
Clangs?
So then the clang that happened in the forest.
It could have been some pony's way of scaring off the Timberwolves.
But there were two clangs that night, according to Silver Spoon. One of them could have been
Sweetie
made in
Belle
order to scare off the
and one of the
Timberwolves.
clones of the victim.
And we can probably
Still
infer
can't
that
remember.
that one was made near the statue, since that's where the Timberwolves were. But where did the other one come from? And why was it made?
I don't know. That's something we still have to figure out.
It seems like this is all we can get from here right now. The police should be here any second to conduct their own investigation.
In
Would you
which
like to
case,
save
we'd
your
better
game?
leave so as not to interrupt them.
What should we do now?
I suggest heading to the Everfree Forest. We can probably get in there now that Private Eye's returned from Canterlot.
Applebloom, you should probably head home now. I'd imagine Applejack's worried about you. Yeah, I know. I hope you guys figure something out then. I don't like that Sweetie Belle's still trying to keep stuff from us. It's making me anxious.
We'll figure it out, Applebloom. Don't you worry.
Door? Door. Door?
Huh.
Door. The door February 14th, 3:30 p.m. Froggy Bottom Bog. Guys, I did it.
This is Froggy Bottom Bog.
I finished the other cupcake.
So swampy. Well, that's the kind of place it is.
Hey, look over there. Is that
Oh, gosh dang
poison
it.
joke?
And an awful lot of it, too. Careful you don't wander into it, Apollo.
Like I ever do.
Yeah,
that.
Apollo.
There's no way I'm risking getting a joke pulled on me.
Gosh,
What if it
man.
makes me lose my voice?
Ah, I see that all of you have made it. Good
Hey,
afternoon,
Private.
my friends.
Oh, Private Eye!
I'm rather surprised you got here so quickly. I trust you've been making some headway in your own investigation.
Something like
Jump scare.
that. But it seems like the more we discover, the more questions we end up asking.
Well, we should be able to clear up at least some of those questions right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Second jump scare.
Do you have what we asked to see back in the detention center, Private?
I do indeed.
Ooh.
However, I believe it would be pertinent to first show you what we've managed to uncover at the bog.
Oh, come on.
What you've uncovered?
Helmet.
What the hell is that?
We found this on some rocks near where the mouth of the river flows into the swamp. As you can see,
Okay. That's actually very important. Cause if the guard was wearing his helmet, then actually wait, no. Okay, this all depends on one thing now. The victim, one of the victims that was closer to the entrance of the Everfree Forest, if he was wearing... Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Right here. He's not wearing his helmet. He's not wearing his... This means that the victim that went to Froggy Bottom Bog, the one who lost its helmet, was alive. That means that probably the clone died.
I do indeed. However, I believe it would be pertinent to first show you what we've managed.
Oh wait, this is the wrong spot.
You can see, on the right side, there is a distinct puncture. Does it seem familiar to you?
That's
That's the same spot where the head wound was found on the body discovered at the castle.
Precisely.
doing
Princess Twilight.
just doing my job.
But here's another curious observation.
That's blood.
But whose is it?
We aren't sure. At the moment, we are still
Wait.
testing the sample, but it's highly likely it belongs to the victim. That would mean the helmet likely does too.
Wait. Was he saying that the helmet belonged to the victim that was at the castle?
How come you only found the helmet? Shouldn't the rest of
I'm
the
sad.
armor be around here too?
One would think so, but we haven't found any trace of the remaining pieces. Of course, That may be because we are in Froggy Bottom Bog.
We are
This is a
in
deep and
Froggy Bottom
dangerous mine,
Bog.
and a variety of deadly creatures inhabit these waters. So dangerous is this area
Like that one
that more
dude.
than a few ponies have lost their lives. But not just to the monsters. If you get caught in the swamp, it is nearly impossible to avoid drowning. We have good reason to believe that the rest of the armor has already sunk to the bottom of the bog, since we couldn't find it anywhere along the riverbed.
Interesting.
I regret asking then.
To think
Very
the Royal Order would take his son
interesting.
here, of all places to train him.
Indeed. And the missing armor suggests that whoever killed Royal Order at the clearing likely disposed of his armor in the nearby river before moving him.
Whoever meaning Sugar Stamp?
Sugar Stampy.
I'm afraid so, yes.
That can't be right. Aside from the fact that she confessed, you haven't found any conclusive evidence that proves her guilt.
Except they have found conclusive evidence.
Uh-oh. The hoof.
That incriminating evidence you spoke of back at the detention center, which you found when you were in Canterlot, could you tell us what it is?
Yes, please. Tell me
Why
at the
does
right
he look
now,
nervous
please.
all of a sudden?
Very well.
Private.
I suppose I can tell you about that. As you know, I had been in
gonna
Canterlot in
sneeze.
order to report all the case's developments to Lawkeeper Equity. After our meeting, my team and I tracked Sugar Stamp to her home. After we'd apprehended her, we searched her house for clues. We discovered her mailbag, and inside it, the incriminating evidence itself.
And what was that?
A letter opener. Here. You can see why it is so incriminating.
Hit me with your best shot. Oh,
This
that's
is-
some...
Blood. Don't tell me.
Why there's so much
We
blood?
already tested both items. The blood belongs to Royal Order. On top of that,
That's his name. That...
the shape of the blade matches the hole in the helmet,
Oh.
which makes this letter opener the murder weapon.
Ooh, that music. Ooh, ooh. Damn, there's some menacing music. I'm scared now.
This is insane. Could Sugar Stamp really have killed Royal Order? The weapon and bag speak for themselves.
Dude,
as
I
does the
really
blood,
want a new...
but-
new...
Hold it! That can't be everything, though.
Trucy!
Come on, Daddy. You know as well as I do that evidence can be planted.
It's true.
All this stuff may tell us how Sugar Stamp may have killed Royal Order, but nothing's told us why.
That certainly was.
God, I
the
want to
case
know who the
before,
murderer
yes.
Is.
No.
Wait a minute. Wait, are you
You're telling us you found a motive when you apprehended Sugar Stamp?
Oh
Not
no.
quite, Miss Sonata. I can show you what I mean, but I believe it'll make more sense if we move deeper into the bog.
Oh my god.
The mirror pool.
This episode's already pretty crazy, man. February 14th, 3:30 p.m. Mirror poll. Are you telling me it's still 3:30 p.m.? Are you kidding me?
What? Where's the boulder?
Well, obviously it's in space.
There was a boulder here. It's gone now.
Well, yes.
The one you mentioned yesterday?
Yes. The one that I put here to seal the entrance.
Oh, is that it over there?
Ew. You mean that one?
Yes.
Ew.
That's it.
Twilight, you really couldn't have
When I
looked
first
like
found the
2
cave,
feet to your left?
It was already open like this. My team and I didn't really think much of it. But if this boulder really was originally on top of the cave,
Then it's just as we thought. Royal Order really did come here to clone himself. He must have been the one to move the boulder.
At any rate, you said you could show us Sugar Stamp's motive, Private Eye.
I did. Right this way, if you would, please.
I'm so interested. Oh my god. Ah! It's a suitcase.
So this is the mirror pool. Kinda underwhelming,
Ah,
actually.
shut up, Apollo.
What were you expecting? Actual mirrors to show up?
No. Yes. I don't know. Something more than just a pool, I guess. This is Equestria, after all. I wouldn't have thought that the name could be so conventional.
Never mind the naming conventions. Private Eye, what did you want to show us?
Well, while my team hasn't uncovered a great deal, I did want to follow up on your earlier request regarding that travel case.
Oh.
We finished our examination of its contents and have left it here for you to see.
But what does this
There's
have
a
to do
picture.
with showing a sugar stamp's motive?
Have a look, and I believe you'll discover what I mean.
Alright.
There's a picture.
Toothbrush, towel, that same family photo. So far, nothing really
Dear
all that
Royal
relevant.
Order. Do you not see the giant letters that says Dear Royal Order?
Wait, what's this? Some kind of letter?
Love.
What's it say, Athena?
Love
Dear
the
Royal
sugar
Order.
stamp.
I really can't begin to express how
Grateful I am for everything that you've done for me. I've always known you were a noble soul, but somehow you managed to just keep surprising me. All those extended stays in Canterlot you've made, just to be with little old me. Oh, it's enough to make a mare swoon. It's a shame, though. I know you have your duties back home, but still, it hurts whenever you have to leave. I wish you never had to. Our time together, it means so much to me, and I know it means so much to you too. At least, I'd like to think so. But then you had to go home for Hearts and Hoofs Day instead of spending it with me. I know, you can't stay away from them forever. Sometimes you're just too noble for your own good, you know?
Sugar
But
stamp?
I do hope you
Sugar?
don't stay away from me for much longer, either. Come see me as soon as you get the chance. I miss you already.
Listen, sugar stamp. I don't know if you know this, but this is pretty cool. This is a pretty good game called Doki Doki Literature Club, and frankly, you're being Monica right now. I would suggest playing the game and taking notes, please.
Love?
Sugar stamp.
No. I should say Monica. Just Monica. Sugar stamp trying to cheat, man.
No way! There has to be some kind of mistake. Royal Order wouldn't... Sugar stamp wouldn't...
She got it bad. She got the hots, man. She got it bad.
There's more, isn't there?
There's a
Look.
toothbrush.
It's some kind of journal. It must have belonged to Royal Order.
What's it say?
Looks like
We don't
want to
touch the toothbrush. Meet.
February 10th. Meet with Sugar Stamp. February 11th. Canterlot Library. Research duplication magic. If no success, tell Sugar Stamp I must stay with my family.
Huh.
Oh,
February 12th.
Locate
Miracle.
Whoa.
Perform cloning spell. And meet Sugar Stamp at Everfree Forest Clearing.
Dude, this
10 p.m.
is like a conspiracy, man. 10-10.
Private Eye.
Ben 10.
Before you ask, yes.
Ben
I
10.
confirmed that the writing in this letter matches Miss Sugar Stamp's,
Oh my.
and the writing in
What?
the journal matches Royal Orders. I checked and double-checked that one personally.
So this is
Personally.
what it's been all about. This is what he was trying to do that night, and why he had been away from home a lot more than usual.
He was
trying
having
to
an
clone?
affair with Sugar Stamp.
Oh.
Obviously, he couldn't let his family know, but it looks like he also didn't want to choose between either her or Fair Devotion. And that's why...
That's what. Oh. That's genius. Oh my god, that's genius.
cloned himself so that he could be with them both.
Dude, poor Royal Order, man. But also, like, what the freak, my guy? That's pretty wacky dacky, my guy.
Why would Sugar Stamp kill him. If he succeeded, wouldn't this have meant she'd be with him forever?
Maybe not even that was enough.
What do you mean?
Look at the letter that Sugar Stamp wrote. She sounds kind of possessive of Royal Order.
Yeah.
Maybe to the point that she couldn't bear the thought of having to share him with
Monica.
any pony else.
Monica.
May not have been Royal Order. Or at least not the one that Sugar Stamp wanted. The clones aren't perfect. They lack the memories of the original.
That's true.
We can't know now which was which, but
Even if she got to stay with the original, the fact that he cloned himself at all would only serve as a reminder that, when it came down to it, he couldn't choose her over his family. He had to make two of himself and give her one, rather than give himself all to her.
So the clone is the
And as a
one
result,
who...
she may have killed him.
Oh, so Sugar Stamp killed the clone.
It's strange. I don't doubt my reasoning, but if it's true, why couldn't I detect any of this when we were talking to Miss Stamp earlier? She sure didn't sound possessive or bitter to me.
Dude, imagine if Sugar Stamp cloned herself? Yo, what if it was a double clone? Yo, wait a minute.
There's one other item I wish to show you. It's about the anonymous tip that led to Turning Page's arrest.
You mean you have it?
I do. Here it is.
What the? It's in magazine cutouts
I'm gonna smack
What's it say,
somebody.
boss?
too? It says, Turning Page is the one who killed his father in the Everfree Forest?
what?
Private Eye.
What?
You said this letter had been under strict examination. Have you discovered who sent it?
Not quite. Everything we've uncovered has been
Physical
circumstantially
pain.
tested. However,
Physical
we now have
pain.
reason to believe that the true killer mailed this to the police in order to frame Turning Page.
No pony saw it being dropped off, though.
I'm afraid not. It was placed outside the entrance to the Ponyville police station without any pony noticing.
God, this
It
mystery
was around
keeps getting
4'5"
deeper and
when a pair of
deeper.
officers brought it in. I doubt it could have been there for long. We were unsure if it could even be trusted until we started our inquiries.
Inquiries?
Well,
And
since the letter
Quees.
claimed that Turning Page was in the forest, we decided to ask Zakora if he was. She confirmed that she saw him. As you will recall from today's trial, Turning Page was subsequently arrested on suspicion of involvement. When we questioned him, he also confirmed that he was in the forest. As a result, we assumed that the anonymous tip was legitimate. And so, Turning Page was indicted for the crime.
But now that Turning Page has been found innocent,
Then the next matter was to discern the true author of this letter. Sadly, we haven't made much progress.
But,
But
Because of what you've uncovered regarding Sugar Stamp, you believe she's the true sender.
quite
it's still
possibly.
circumstantial, but yes. She was in Ponyville on the day the letter was delivered, after all.
Dude, there's gonna be a twist at the end of this episode, I
Right.
swear.
That was when she gave Athena and me our badges.
I'm not ready for whatever twist they
Moreover,
have in store
If
for
it's
this
true that she
episode.
killed Royal Order for the reasons you've concluded, then this tip would be her attempt to further punish him for not choosing her over his family. He hurt her, so she hurt his son.
Damn.
Sons of the Father.
Damn! 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 Beaver dam!
it's weird that this tip was made from magazine cutouts. I wonder.
It's not Diamond Tiara, or...
Mr. Wright found that magazine in Diamond Tiara's house. I know Private Eye believes Sugar Stamp sent this, but could it have been Diamond Tiara instead? If so, then why?
I don't trust that, though. I don't...
The more I think about it, the more I realize how complicated Royal Order's relationships were. His son adored him, but didn't get to spend as much time with him as he would have wanted. His wife had a complicated relationship with him. And now Sugar Stamp.
Royal Order,
Wait.
the ladies'
There's
man.
one more relationship at play here, isn't there?
Wait a minute,
Back
wait a minute.
during the trial.
What are you talking about?
He certainly was the epitome of a royal.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
His death will surely echo a great sense of loss for both his country and those close to him.
Private Eye, I have a bit of an odd question for you.
Private, are you gay? I'm kidding.
It's just,
kidding.
You knew Royal Order, didn't you? Personally?
That is an odd question. What makes you think that?
When you were talking about what his death would mean during the trial, you sounded far more sorrowful than I'd expect from the lead investigator. And just now, you told us you were the one who checked over the writing in Royal's journal.
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Almost as if you had a personal reason to see to that task specifically.
Yeah, you said personally.
I'm almost certain of it. You two were friends, weren't
Or
you?
maybe a little bit more, if you know what I'm kidding.
I'm not much for talking about myself, if I'm being honest. But yes, that is correct. Royal Order and I went to the same school when we were foals. Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns.
Yo, did you meet up with Twilight?
That school? The same one I went to?
Yeah, you know,
It would have
that's
been long
cool.
before your time, I would imagine. You were the top
Oh.
of your class, I presume?
Yes. How'd you know?
Quite simply, it has to do with your bearing. You carry yourself in a way that suggests you are academically gifted. I
Okay.
carried myself in a similar fashion during my school days.
Oh, were you top of the class?
So that must mean you were also a top student.
I was.
Oh,
And
sweet.
Royal Order, though perhaps not always willing to apply himself in his studies as I was, did his best to support me. We became fast friends.
Fast food.
But, as with all things, our lives changed. We eventually had to go our separate ways. Royal Order graduated and went on to become a cadet of the Royal Guard.
Sweet.
Meanwhile, I chose to become an apprentice at the Equestrian Bureau of Intelligence,
The
EBI. for short.
the EVI.
The Equestrian Bureau of Intelligence?
It's Equestria's premier intelligence agency, assisting and handling all sorts of criminal activity. The head of the agency was actually my mentor. He's considered a legendary detective in law enforcement circles.
Sherlock Holmes.
Intensely driven, no other pony I've ever met has matched the sheer scope of his investigative prowess. Working with him was a supreme honor, and perhaps one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
Really? Why's that?
Let's just say he didn't earn his legendary status over simple ten-a-penny mysteries and easy detective work.
He
It is
sucks.
barely an exaggeration to say he worked me to the bone to earn my place there at the agency.
You
Damn.
must have been quite busy then. Did you and Royal Order try to keep in touch?
No. Oh.
Though a law enforcement officer's duty never ends. And though Royal Order's duties frequently occupied him, we both tried to meet up on occasion.
That's nice.
I also had the pleasure of meeting his wife, Fair Devotion, a few times.
That's also
Whenever she'd come up to
nice.
Canterlot to visit her husband.
So she does know him then.
And when was the last time you saw Royal Order?
That would have been the night he was killed. He'd been in Canterlot, as you know, and I caught him just as he was heading home to Ponyville. Of course, I couldn't have imagined what would happen next, but even so, if I had stopped him for even a moment longer.
Don't worry, Private Eye.
Ooh.
Miss Sykes,
We'll bring Royal Order's killer to justice,
Yes, we
no matter
will.
who that pony may be.
Royal Order was my only friend, really,
Damn, that
as
sucks.
a child and as an adult.
Don't worry, man. I'll be your friend. They'll be your friend. We'll all be friends. You know, you'll have many friends. Also, can somebody tell me how this guy, this wonderful specimen of a pony, has only really one friend, and that one friend died? How? This guy is awesome. He should have more than just a friend.
If there's anything more I can do to help, just say the word.
God,
We'll keep that in mind. Stay strong, Detective.
stay damn
Thank
strong,
you.
detective.
Truly.
Godspeed,
And-
Mythic Hope.
Good luck to you all.
But what's with the footsteps? Oh, okay.
I suppose that more or less confirms it. Sugar Stamp likely is our killer.
Nah.
I can't believe it. She seems so nice. Was it all just one big lie?
It's a hard knock
As far as
life
incriminate
for
Turning Page,
us.
even if it makes sense, she must have seriously hated Royal Order. Or loved him to the point of hating him.
But what about that anonymous tip? Sure, Sugar Stamp could be the one to have sent it, but it's still highly suspect that no pony saw her do it.
Not to mention it was made from magazine cutouts. I'm sure you noticed it too, Athena.
Yeah. They reminded me of the one we found in Diamond Tira's house.
Wait,
Playboy magazine.
This one. Here, I took a photo of it while we were there.
this is a rather low quality photo, Mr.
Shut up! Be
I didn't
quiet.
have a lot of time to take a better one.
More than that, it's impossible for us to tell if the magazine has any cutouts, let alone if they match the ones on the tip.
Well, then let's
We'd
just
need to
steal
obtain
the trash
magazine
can.
itself.
But doesn't that mean we don't really know who sent the tip? Maybe Sugar Stamp didn't frame Turning Page then.
Listen. Let's just bust down the door, steal the trash can real quick, and walk off scot-free.
But that doesn't mean she couldn't be Royal Order's killer.
That's true.
What were you all doing at Diamond Tiara's house anyway?
Oh, you know,
Well,
stealing.
initially we wanted to go over their testimonies one more time, to see if we'd missed anything. But they didn't have anything new to say.
We ended up having a very, very,
Yeah. Diamond Tiara
very,
and her
very,
friend, Silver
very,
Spoon.
very sad
Silver
discussion.
Spoon. Ah, you mean the filly who lost a lens from her glasses?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait. A lens? As in, just one?
You didn't know. The shards found at the scene were reconstructed into only a single lens, meaning the other must have remained intact in the frame.
Now, why would that
Only one, huh?
Wait a minute. She could have seen stuff then. She said she was completely blind. But with one lens, she would... Michael...
Silver Spoon didn't mention anything about that in either the trial today or when we went to see her. Maybe I'd better make a note of that.
Yeah,
Just
you
in
better,
case.
you bet. God, this is so freaking things. Man. Kosas.
In any case, we should move on to the clearing itself. We might find some answers there.
Right. Let's get going.
Oh wow, what a perfect time to end the video.